Hey guys, MeLikeBigBoom here, bringing you guys a new Titanfall informational video telling you guys which game mode is the best one to play. Now, I've already posted this video before, and I made a rather huge flaw, as pointed out by some commenters. Now, in terms of the data collection, all that was correct, but essentially what I did is I found out how much XP you earn, not including the challenges, in each game mode, and I wrote that down and figured out the best game mode according to the data that I collected. Now, Last Titan Standing was the best one according to that video with an average of 8,601 XP, and so that was kind of the end of the video. But what I forgot to realize after I posted it was that I didn't take in account the duration of each game mode. Some people were pointing out that Last Titan Standing takes quite a while per game, so that kind of affects how much XP you get per game. And this was more specifically pointed out by a person who commented on the video, Harris1292, who pointed out the flaw in my video. You're just a pickle, that's what you are. I hope you hear me, Harris. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna slap you across the face. I'm just kidding, I love you. But anyway, so I decided to revisit the video. Now, this took a lot more work than I had expected, but I didn't want to scrap the whole thing as I was halfway through it. So I finished the whole thing, okay? I finished all the data collection. It was time consuming, so you better like the video, you guys, okay? Anyway, so as you can see here on the screen, I'm showing all the data that was collected from the previous video, all kind of scrunched into one screen. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see the average XP. So here are the average XP earned per game in each game mode, and then the number one slot was given to Last Titan Standing with 8,601.5 XP, and that was kind of the end of the video. I said, okay, Last Titan Standing's the best one, but then I forgot to take into account how long each game mode takes. So I went in again and played each game mode 3 times, and here is the data that was collected. Now, there are a few things that I'd like to point out with this table. You may notice that on the third slot of LTS, which is Last Titan Standing, there are extra numbers input in that slot, and while I was playing Last Titan Standing, I noticed that since it is a round-based game, the games can either be really short or really long, depending on whether you are defeated very badly, like you'll lose 0-4, so they'll just straight up win all the rounds, and that'll make the game pretty quick. Or you win all 4 rounds, or it can alternate and then you're tied at 3 rounds and then you win the last game. That will change how long each game is. So I decided to play a little bit more of Last Titan Standing to give a more true average. So I played 5 games of those to give an average of 11 minutes and 14 seconds. Now, in terms of everything else, since they aren't round-based game modes, they all were essentially the same length, so I played 3 game modes of those. Now, when you combine each one of these lengths with the average XP earned per game that I previously collected, you come up with the XP per minute. Now, this is the number. The number that is given to each one of these game modes will determine its fate in Titanfall. If it's not going to give you very much XP, there's no reason to play it, because, well, you aren't going to earn very much XP. Now, this table that I'm going to be showing in around 5 seconds is going to show the rankings of the game modes in Titanfall. So here we go, and voila, like a week's worth of work in these freaking 5 numbers, okay? So, as you can see, Last Titan Standing once again takes the number 1 slot for the best game mode to play at 765 XP per minute. So that gives it a ranked number 1 slot, but following very closely behind it is Hardpoint, which originally was a rank number 3. Now that moved up to rank number 2 with the better updated XP per minute scale. Moving on to rank number 3, we have Capture the Flag at 681.46 XP per minute, and then the other 2, just don't play them. Just don't. They are in the 500s, which is the no-no zone. So really what this data table shows you is that if you're wanting to earn XP the fastest that you possibly can, I'd recommend playing Last Titan Standing or Hardpoint. Now, I've heard around that Last Titan Standing is not people's most favorite game mode. It's not mine either. I don't hate it, but it's loads of fun if you're playing it with someone else, because there's a whole different aspect of teamwork in it, and if you aren't sticking with your teammates in Last Titan Standing, that 765.21 average XP per minute is going to drop down to the 500s because you aren't going to be able to get any kills. So if you don't have a friend nearby, I'd recommend playing Hardpoint. If you're defending, you can earn just as much XP as you can with Last Titan Standing. So even though Last Titan Standing may be ranked number 1 on this table, I would still recommend playing Hardpoint if you don't have a teammate to work with. Also, one good aspect to add is a comment by C130S. He just said, the easiest way to earn XP is by playing the game modes you enjoy with your friends and enjoying the game. Don't try to rush your way through the game so much and the XP will come naturally. You play better in any game where you are having fun and the time will pass so quickly that you won't even realize you've earned that much XP. So, he does bring up a very good point with that you should be playing the game mode that you enjoy, so that way time will pass faster. So, since Hardpoint is a universally liked game, I just recommend playing that with some friends. You'll have some fun and you'll be earning as much XP as you possibly can at the same time, so it'll be a happy win-win situation for both sides of the equation. So that is all I have for now. I will hopefully put some links to these pictures in the description down below so you can save it to your phone or something, so that way you can refer to it when you're telling your friends which game mode is the best one to play. But once again, that is all I have for now. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish, because MeLikeBigBoom is out.